controversial expulsion bill still faces many obstacles. Police suspect 5 teens of harassing family in Espoo for months. Women increasingly join military after decline. Bear sighting in Petonen, Kuopio, now gone, danger past. Yesterday afternoon, the Parliamentary Management Committee met to decide on the report. From there, the entire Parliament can discuss the bill. The expulsion bill allows for the suspension of asylum applications if Russia threatens Finland's security. Many experts argue that this law violates international commitments and EU law. The Constitutional Committee has reviewed it and suggests that the law could be handled as a constitutional exception. However, the right to legal protection for those being expelled remains controversial. The bill requires strong support from the entire Parliament, needing a 5/6 majority vote. Support from the Social Democratic Party (SDP) is crucial, but some members of the party still oppose it. Experts emphasize that Finland cannot unilaterally violate international and EU commitments. The Western Uusimaa police are investigating a months-long harassment case against a family in Espoo. According to the police, the family's home in the Alari area of Espoo has been vandalized, defaced, and targeted with thrown objects such as snowballs and food. Multiple teens have been seen near the house during these incidents. Commissioner Hannu Vaananen stated that the harassment has been ongoing for at least half a year, causing the family to call the police multiple times. Vaananen mentioned that the actions have caused disorder and minor property damage but no personal injuries. Last weekend, police discovered and detained 3 teens under 18 years old when they threw a bottle bomb into the family's yard. Currently, 5 teens under 18 are suspected of serious privacy violations, property damage, and harassment. Today, new recruits began their military service, including voluntary military service for women. Around 12,000 new recruits joined, with 660 women participating in voluntary service. After Russia's attack on Ukraine, the number of women enlisting decreased but has now returned to previous levels. Colonel Jana Kannanen suggested that the temporary decline might be due to the COVID-19 pandemic and the war in Ukraine. However, the number of women enlisting is now back to normal, with about 4–6% of new recruits being female. The military training process has not significantly changed, except for the inclusion of international forces in training exercises. This morning, the Eastern Finland police halted their search for a bear spotted in the Petonen area of Kuopio. The bear was seen on Puistolantie Road around 7 a.m. By nearly 11 a.m., the bear had left the area and was no longer a danger. Previously, police advised residents to avoid unnecessary movement in the area. The large animal rescue team SRVA used dogs to track the bear. Before the rescue team arrived, 2 police patrols attempted to locate the bear. The bear is believed to have moved to the nearby Jinkanvuori area. Local residents, like Kimmo Mikkonen, altered their dog walking routes due to the bear's presence. Petonen, a residential area close to nature, is about 10 kilometers south of central Kuopio and home to nearly 15,000 residents. Last Friday morning, the Kuhmoisten Weapon Museum in Pirkanmaa experienced another break-in attempt. However, nothing was stolen. Previously, on Tuesday afternoon and Wednesday morning last week, 34 handguns were stolen from the museum. Police are investigating the incident as a serious theft. Investigator Kari Altio reported that the stolen guns are still functional but have no ammunition. Following the initial theft, police requested information about a Toyota Avensis seen moving around Kumwa at night. During the second break-in attempt, the same car was spotted again. Police urge the public to provide information via email or call 0295 414 741. Tapio Surin, the owner of a vacant heritage house in Kalvia, Kokkolan, is trying to sell the house, which has been uninhabited for 15 years. The sale process began 5 years ago, hoping for a quick sale by the 4 owners. The house's price has been reduced by €60,000 and is now being sold at land value. Surin believes the house, built in the 1960s with a flat roof, raises concerns for potential buyers. The house is a financial burden, costing several €1,000s annually for maintenance. To save costs, the family has cut off electricity, letting the house deteriorate. Demolishing the house is not feasible due to high costs. This situation is not unique to Syrjan's house. In Finland, the number of vacant houses has risen from 203,000 to over 286,000 in the past 2 decades due to urbanization trends. Residents can refuse to inherit vacant houses, but this means forfeiting the entire inheritance. Some families have tried donating houses to fire departments for training purposes, but not all houses are suitable. In Sysmä, the acting mayor purchased additional premises from a church for a school without approved budget from the city council. This decision was made due to insufficient space for the current student population in the newly built school. In May 2024, the board authorized the acting mayor to propose purchasing the facilities of the Olevin Activity Center. In June 2024, the decision to sign the purchase agreement was made, but it was not pre-approved by the city council. City Council Chairman Vekko Kotolahti stated that the purchase was the desire of the majority of council and board members. He also explained that publicly approving a supplementary budget could weaken the negotiation position, preventing the acquisition of new premises for the school by autumn. The supplementary budget plan is expected to be discussed in autumn, once the renovation costs of the premises are clarified. Bird deployed its electric scooters in Oulu over the weekend without an official agreement with the city. Bird's country manager, Max Westerholm, stated that the company tried contacting the city of Oulu multiple times to arrange the scooter deployment but received no response. Bird decided to go ahead with the launch in Oulu despite the lack of city feedback, committing to follow the city's guidelines for electric scooters. The guidelines require operators to hold a kickoff meeting with the city to establish rules and cooperation practices before each season. Westerholm emphasized that waiting indefinitely was not an option, especially given Oulu's short summer. Despite this, Bird remains keen to work closely with cities, including Oulu, and hopes the service will be well received by residents. In June, the EU approved an environmental restoration regulation, requiring Finland to restore underwater meadows. This involves the participation of divers. Anna Lysenko and Kevin O'Brien dived near Lauttasaari, Helsinki, to replant about 500 seagrass plants. This effort aims to regenerate the damaged underwater meadows. The new EU regulation mandates member states to restore marine ecosystems to prevent environmental degradation. Seagrass meadows protect and provide food for many marine species while improving water quality. Despite the challenges, with support from local authorities and conservation organizations, there is hope that the seagrass meadows will soon be restored. Finnish design is highly popular in Japan. During summer, many Japanese people frequently visit antique fairs and second-hand shops to hunt for these items. Tapio Wirkkala is one of the standout designers currently. His works, such as the Cantarelli vase from 1947, are drawing significant interest. Keisuke Kinoshita, a Japanese individual who has visited Finland for 12 years, searches for Finnish designs to sell at his shop in Nagoya. Kinoshita particularly admires products by Ilmari Tapiovaara and Oiva Toika. He is willing to pay thousands of euros for a product, knowing it will be worth more in Japan. He also regularly purchases items from Artek, Alvar Aalto, and wooden designs that fit Japanese aesthetics. Next year, a major exhibition on Tapio Wirkkala will be held in Japan, expected to attract attention and increase demand for his products. The early week weather is unstable, with showers in the north while the south and east experience sunny skies. Temperatures are around 20 degrees Celsius. According to meteorologists, there will be more rain today with possible thunderstorms, especially in coastal areas. By the weekend, temperatures will rise, with many places across the country expected to be over 20 degrees Celsius on Wednesday. On Thursday, the south and possibly central regions will experience hot weather, with temperatures reaching 26 to 27 degrees Celsius. However, rain and thunderstorms will continue.